Our third round of discussion. In order to learn a foreign language, one must use all four skills: reading, writing, listening, and speaking. But is this applicable in ancient Greek? Can this actually be done? And how effective can this be? Who would have thought a few years ago that a lesson in ancient Greek could be delivered in ancient Greek? It's time to welcome our experts in teaching ancient Greek as a living language or providing original educational material for the broadening of studies in regards to the Greek language. I am joined here by Diana Pont, Professor of Ancient Greek in Valencia in a lyceum. What is your lyceum called? What is the name of your school?
Yes, La Serranía.
Okay,
right now.
Beautiful. Mario Diaz, Professor of Ancient Greek, also in Valencia, and one of the partners of Cultura, Clàsica. What is the name of your school?
Yes, enrich valor.
Okay, beautiful. Paolo, Pezzuolo, teacher of Ancient Greek and Latin prose composition at Schola Humanistica in Italy. Welcome. Osef Parestis. Chiere.
Kaire.
Thibaut Lejeune from the University of Leuven in Belgium. Lawrence van der Wiel from the University of Warsaw in Poland. You are both in charge of a new film that came out a few months ago, Frogs, the first film in ancient Greek. Congratulations about that.
Thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
Okay, so tell us a little bit about how you teach ancient Greek in the class. Marios is a fluent Greek speaker, ancient and modern, so if you prefer, you can use modern Greek in order to explain to our audience what it's like to teach actively in a class. Μπορείς να μιλήσεις και στα νέα ελληνικά,
και στα νέα
αν
ελληνικά,
θέλεις.
εντάξει, χαίρομαι. Λοιπόν, εγώ όταν μπαίνω στο μάθημα με τους μαθητές μου, εγώ κάθε μέρα λέω «Χαίρετε, πώς έχετε» και στις πρώτες τάξεις εγώ μιλώ περί εμού.
Και τι λέγεις?
Ναι. Είμαι ο Μάριος, του τέστη το όνομα μου Μάριος έστι. Και μετά εγώ ερωτώ τους μαθητάς τι όνομα σι έστι και όπως οι μαθητές αποκρίνονται και λένε εγώ είμαι και το όνομα μου έστι και το όνομα.
Και έπειτα τι συμβαίνει, τι γίνεται, ξεκινάνε με τα ονόματά τους και μετά πώς προχωράτε?
Ναι, εγώ για παράδειγμα παίρνω μια μπάλα και λέω τι εστί τούτο εστί σφαίρα. Και αφήσω τη σφαίρα πάνω στο τραπέζι και λέω πού εστί η σφαίρα? Η σφαίρα εστί επί της τραπέζης. Δηλαδή, εγώ σιγά σιγά εξηγήσω τη γραμματική από την αρχαία ελληνικά και οι μαθητές καταλαβαίνουν τι σημαίνει. Γιατί βλέπουν την μπάλα και ξέρουν ότι είναι τη τράπεζα κτλ. Ναι? Και μετά μπορούμε να ξεκινήσουμε με την οικογένεια. Τι όνομα το πατρί έστι? Το όνομα το πατρί μου έστι Ιωσέφος, παράδειγμα, και μετά μιλάμε για τα δέντρα, για όλα, σιγά-σιγά, για τη φύση, ναι.
And Diana, how about you? How about your students? You go in the classroom, and what do you say for the first few lessons until your students become accustomed to the ancient Greek language? What do you do? Tell us.
Well, I think I do the same. I say, «Χαίρετε, πώς έχετε?» And then I start speaking ancient Greek, and let's say the truth, they get a little bit overwhelmed and a bit scared at the beginning, but here comes the teacher's job of use the correct grading of level, the use of gestures, a lot of gestures. I think it's very important, the theater, to express what you are saying. If you say, ego fobume, fobume, so it's important, the theater, it's important. Yeah. Also the images. I always use a lot of images, especially in the lower levels, because the visual support that images provide are very important to the method in order to be able to show what something means without translating it.
Mm-hmm. So you just go in and you don't translate to your students?
No.
Nothing. You just speak in ancient Greek the whole time?
Yes.
That is amazing, and I have seen these people do it, and they're doing an amazing job. I can tell you, they can teach someone ancient Greek in like a very, very short period of time. So how about you, Paolo? Tell us, how do you do your class? How do you approach your students, even though they are not Greeks and they don't have an idea of what Greek is like? How do you do your class?
Can I answer in ancient Greek?
Of course, you can answer in ancient Greek slowly.
Tomen proton pareitumai humas polen signomen moi ekein hoti ukromai toi hellenikoi ptongoi tes humeteras glottes.
Mis frondise syniemen passi.
Alla buloimen an krestai alla nun etiksenos eko prostuto. Tomen proton ego eiota didasken tautenten glotan utus protoperus, utus neusti arcomenus, alla tus ede probebecotas. Tus ede probebecotas, tus ede epistamenus hamos gepos ten Hellenida ponen, kai hoi polloi auton uden voluntai eime procopas poiestrai, kai apolauen ton palaion grammaton.
So you're not teaching just students, you're teaching people that have already some experience in the language and they want to enjoy learning it.
Panumenun. Kai duo eide didagmaton parecomen, tomen proteron esti synkeitai ex acroation, has parecomen monon exegesin ton palaion grammaton, degmatos carin nun anagignoscomen tus logus tu demosthenus, artian egnocamen ton logon ton peritus Stefano tu demosthenus. En alluis de didagmasin, peirometra dialegestai allelois, hellenisti, kai de kai en gymnasdestai tei graphei hellenikon logon. Tut esti peirometra tomen proton sdetumen hypothesin peri hes hoioitan omen allelois dialegestai hes buloimetran porro elaunein, kai tote auxanomen, auten, prosplatomenti, et atoiauta.
So you're making your students compose their own story after reading it. So not only do you try by actively communicating the stories and the philosophy messages from the text, but you're also pushing your students to compose the rest of the story. You start the story and you push them to write furthermore according to their own imagination.
Hutos poiumen.
Utos piumen, utos episa que go. Thank you very much for that. So Thibaut, you with your friends, but you were the mastermind of the creation of a film, a whole film in ancient Greek. You took bits and bits of different stories from the text, you put them together, you created an original story from the beginning, and then you filmed a 90-minute film in ancient Greek. Tell us about this experience, and please tell us why you chose to do this.
Yes, first of all, thank you very much for inviting us.
Thank you for
And
being
also
here.
for the partnership with you and Eleniki Agogi.
Thank you.
Because
It
you
was
make it
our pleasure.
You make it possible. It's now for free on YouTube, so thank you very
It's
much.
our duty to help initiatives like this.
So regarding our inspiration for the movie, yes, it arose from our passion for ancient Greek, of course. And yeah, we believe that the modern medium of a film is a captivating way to to show these stories and to make ancient Greek more fun to study and to learn. So that was primarily our motivation. Then also we wanted to provide educational material for secondary education for the teachers.
And you have. This movie is going very well online, and we need to tell our friends that everybody can go online and write Frogs, the movie in ancient Greek, and you can watch the movie online. And there are so many different subtitles, so you can choose the subtitles, and it's all available for free online for you to watch. Lawrence, please tell us about your experience. How was it participating in a film like this? And you also helped with choosing the texts or writing the dialogues, if I'm not mistaken.
I helped a bit, I assisted a bit with the selection, but that was mainly Thibaut's effort, so to say. I must say, my own experience here as an actor, because I play the role of Dionysos in this movie, was not that easy actually, because I was not acquainted at all with conversing in ancient Greek. So learning those lines by heart, and also knowing what to say, and captivating the meaning of all those verses was quite a difficult task to do. And of course, we needed some time. We needed some time, not just by writing the script itself, of course, was already a time-consuming matter, but after that, all the actors had to study the lines by heart. We had to do some rehearsals, so it took really, it took months, really.
Yes,
right?
almost a year, I think.
Almost a year for the preparation. And then we had to film everything, and for that we had to travel, so we booked an accommodation where we stayed for a week, and during this week we had to film everything, and there was no going back.
That was a big challenge. But tell us, where are you from, and where did you learn ancient Greek?
So I am from Belgium, and I'm more specifically from a little town close to the Netherlands. And I was taught ancient Greek at secondary school.
How little is the town where you grew up in?
The town where I grew up in is a couple of thousands of persons.
A couple of thousands of people in the town that he grew up, and they learn ancient Greek. Just keep that in mind, please. And they learn it in a fascinating way, I must say, since you decided to continue your studies further on. And what are you doing now?
Exactly. So we had fascinating teachers there at our high school, and they were so inspiring that I decided to continue studying ancient Greek. I did my PhD in classics 1.5 years ago in Leuven, and now I am a postdoctoral researcher at the University of Warsaw. I study Plutarch, the text of Plutarch of Chaironea, so for me it's a great honor to be here in Delphi, of course. So that's what I'm doing now.
So, Diana, please tell us, you don't only teach children, but you also teach teachers.
Yeah.
How is that coming along?
How?
How is that going? How do you communicate to the teachers? And how easy? How do they listen to what you say? Do they accept the method that you're teaching them? Do they find it easy to adapt to? Because if they're teachers, it means that they have already learned ancient Greek, and maybe for many years they were teaching it in a different way, in the more conservative way, let's say. How do they approach what you are doing?
Okay, so I think there are two kinds of teachers. at least in Spain, about the active methodology. The one who like it and accept it, and the one who not. And about this second type, I would like to tell us a brief anecdote that shows what's the conception that they have. Because a few years back, I joined a new high school, and when I told my Latin colleague that I used the active method to teach ancient Greek, he said that he believed that with this methodology, one couldn't achieve a true or deep understanding of this Greek genius or essence that permeates language, thought, the Greek culture in general. And I think I didn't respond. I was left thinking, reflecting on two things. The first was, could morphosyntactic analysis and translation with the help of a dictionary allow us to achieve such a sublime knowledge, especially taking into account that we are in the high school, we teach A1-2 level of Greek. But above all, what I thought was, what did he imagine the active method was to make such a remark, such a commentary. And reflecting on it, I realized that what he imagined was people chatting away in some sort of made-up version of ancient Greek about modern things like TVs or computers, or I don't know, or reading translation of Harry Potter in ancient Greek, whatever, but without paying attention, this is forgetting about the texts and the authors. And this is why I think it's very important to emphasize that the aim of the method is to be able to read and understand as deep as possible the language of the Greek literature. And the method starts with the texts and the authors to end up with the texts.
Of course. And the active language teaching is all about familiarizing the students with the language in a way that they can use it as a tool. It's a means to an end. They use it as a tool to read and understand the essence of the text. It's like, my background is in music. So I could not imagine someone telling me that, you have to learn all the theory and you learn the notes and you learn the 8th notes, the quarter notes, the 16th notes. You learn the scales and the sharps and flats and the fugue and everything without playing the actual instruments. Imagine how would that be? This is the same thing with the language. We keep on learning rules over rules over rules, but where is the beauty of the language? Where is the musicality? How can we understand what these peoples talked about if we don't familiarize ourselves with the language itself?
Exactly.
Μάριε, και εσύ όμως διδάσκεις δασκάλους. You are also teaching teachers. How is that coming along for you? Πώς αντιδρούν οι δάσκαλοι όταν τους δείχνεις πώς πρέπει να διδάξουν το μάθημα των αρχαίων ελληνικών με αυτόν τον τρόπο?
Ναι, όπως είπε η Διάννα, υπάρχουν διαφορετικοί δασκάλοι. Γενικά, οι καθηγητές που θέλουν να μάθουν αυτή τη μέθοδο θέλουν να ξέρουν πώς μπορούν να τα κάνουν στα μαθήματα. Και εμείς κάνουμε αυτά τα μαθήματα για άλλους καθηγητές στη Μαδρίτη, στον Ουρανό.
Στον Ουρανό.
Ακριβώς, στο τέλος του Αυγούστου.
Πρέπει να πω ότι ήμουνα και εγώ μαθήτρια του Μάριου, της Αρτέμιδος, Άρτεμι τη λέμε στα ελληνικά, και του Πάολο, και έχω και εγώ ιδία εμπειρία του πώς στην Ισπανία, σε αυτό το σεμινάριο του Ουρανού, για 6 ώρες την ημέρα, διδασκόμεθα τα αρχαία ελληνικά μόνο μιλώντας. We learn by speaking, we follow the classes, and we write stories. Paolo is making us write fiction stories in ancient Greek. This is very hard, by the way, I have to tell you. Mario took us on a tour in the museum at the Prado, and Diana, Mario did the whole tour in ancient Greek, and Diana described paintings speaking in ancient Greek. So this is a unique experience. I urge you all to go into Cultura Clàsica's work and see what these people are doing in the summer. And if teachers want to come and learn how to actively teach, these will be your teachers. So, Thibaut, tell us a little bit more about what your plans are for the future. Are you going to do a second film? Are you still enjoying the success of Frogs? Are you working on your PhD? Because you're still a student, a PhD student, but still a student.
Yes,
tell us
indeed.
about.
First of all, I want to finish my PhD. And in the meantime, we will enjoy the success of Frogs. So we get a lot of positive reactions, and it's very nice because we put a lot of work in it, and now the reactions are very enthusiastic. So we are really enjoying that. And then maybe I heard that Paolo's students are making scripts in ancient Greek, so maybe we can use some of them.
He's in the Enosi,
Nice.
And how about you, Lawrence? What are your plans for the future in the field of the classics always?
Well, I'm a researcher, so I will continue studying Plutarch, other authors, the Greek literature in general, and I hope to work towards. Currently we are working on a project on conceptual metaphors in the oeuvre of Plutarch. That's what I'm working on now for the coming 3.5 years. So,
wow, that's a long time. So I wish you success. Εύχομαι τυχήν το άριστον.
Thank you.
So, and how about you, Paolo? Tell us a little bit. We spoke a lot about the power of certification. What does this idea make you think of? Is it an incentive for the students to start, slowly building up to a level where they can get a certification that proves their knowledge, that certifies their knowledge of ancient Greek? Do you like this idea?
Ναι, δέλον ότι αρέσκει μου τούτο το επικαίρεμα, ότι δέλον ότι μάλιστα χωρί πρωτόπεροι, αρκόμενοι τες μαθήσεως των παλαιών γραμμάτων, τούτο οι δότες ότι δυνατόν στην κτάστραι το γιάουτα τα γνωρίσματα, ίσως ράιον και προτιμότερον μαθήσεων των ελληνικών φωνών, ότι τα νουν ούτε ίσως είναι τίνη βαθμόι εσύν, χωρίς πολλοί.
So you think that, especially for beginners, it's a very good tool to help them start gaining confidence as far as the language is concerned. That's a beautiful, yes, beautifully said.
Δέλον ότι καί χωρί έντε προμπεμπεκότες από λάουσουσιν το ιούτο στο εισπράγμασιν.
And also the more advanced students can also enjoy the learning of the language. Μάρια, μιλήσαμε για την πιστοποίηση των αρχαίων ελληνικών, μιλήσαμε για το κίνητρο που μπορεί να δώσει αυτή η πιστοποίηση σε ανθρώπους που ξεκινούν την εκμάθησή τους στα αρχαία ελληνικά, αλλά σιγά σιγά ανεβαίνουν κιόλας, μαθαίνουν περισσότερο. Η αυτοπεποίθησή τους αυξάνει, περνώντας από το ένα επίπεδο στο άλλο. Πώς το βλέπεις εσύ αυτό σε σχέση με τα παιδιά, με τους μαθητές σου, με τη σημερινή εποχή, στα τμήματα, στα σχολεία που διδάσκεις? Θα ήταν κάτι που θα άρεσε στα παιδιά να ξεκινήσουν να δίνουν απλές εξετάσεις αρχαίων ελληνικών για μία πιστοποίηση?
Ναι, νομίζω ότι και οι μαθητές θέλουν κάποια πιστοποίηση για να δείξουν ότι τι ξέρουν στα αρχαία ελληνικά. Και εδώ και 2 χρόνια είχα και ένα μαθητή που μου ρώτησε και εγώ μπορώ να κάνω κάποια εξέταση για τα αρχαία ελληνικά για να έχω κάτι, ένα χαρτί, κάτι για να δείξω
κάποια
ότι
απόδειξη.
ξέρω αυτά τα πράγματα. Ναι, νομίζω ότι είναι πάρα πολύ σημαντικό και και αυτό, τα παιδιά θέλουν.
And Diana, to finish our discussion with you, please tell us, we spoke a lot about the power of certification, about certifying ancient Greek in different levels. Do you think that this is beneficial for students early on to start giving the exams in order to obtain an A1 level of ancient Greek, or even A2? How does this sound to you?
Yeah, I think it is very positive. I think it is rewarding to pass an exam, to feel that you achieved some knowledge of this language. If without that, okay, they know, they learned, but nobody else can you know. So you can prove it. You can prove it yourself that you are able to learn, that you achieved that level. And so for me, it's very beneficial, yeah.
I would like to close this discussion by thanking you all for being here. Thank you so much. Thank you for watching. Thank you to our audience here and our audience that is watching online. To sum up, I feel very blessed and privileged to be a part of a group of people that not only learn ancient Greek, but use it in a way that inspires people to learn even more. In Greece, most of the learning in ancient Greek is done in a very sterile way. I was a student in high school that did not like ancient Greek, and then when I started directing Ελληνική Αγωγή and I had to learn ancient Greek, I went and studied it abroad in order to learn it the way the foreigners did. And when I saw how easy it was for us Greeks to learn ancient Greek, it was like an apocalypse. So it's my vision and it's my passion to show to the Greek people that they can learn so fast and easily the language of our ancestors. And it's not about just learning a language, it's about opening up to a whole new world of ideals, of values, and for a great future that we all deserve. Thank you very much.